Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Utes will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the BYU Cougars offense takes the field. They recruit against each other. They live next door to each other in the case of the fans, and that's why this is an intense rivalry.
Intense, and it doesn't matter. They've been in the same conference. They haven't been in the same conference. They've been independent. They've been all over the place with this, but you know what it is? It's a game that matters every single year to both these universities.
You're right, David. They always just seem to find each other, right, on the collision course. And BYU Utah, to me, is one of the most physical games in all of college football every single year, and you know this one's not going to be any different.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And guys, this 3rd and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. Getting some heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. So the Utah Utes offense has the ball for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back goes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Makes his man miss. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Comes out throwing on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The last time these two drew battle lines, it was BYU with the ethereal experience winning a close one.
And BYU took a lot of pride because they wore Utah down in that game, and they know they got to try to do that again in this one.
Yeah, and now Utah's heard about it for a whole year, and all they've thought about is payback and winning the state of Utah.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. To the air on first down. Finds his target down the middle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Now on the option. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Between the uprights, it's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Retzlaff. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Fair catch called for and made. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They finished the first 2 drives with field goals. They'd love to get a little something more this time, Jesse.
I want to just keep seeing balance from them and a little better execution as they get closer to the goal line. They've got the playmakers at receiver, at running back, and they love their offensive line, David. Just got to put it all together.
And I think once you start to move the football down the field, that area of the field when you get in field goal range, you got to be a little bit more physical. So listen, still a good start. Still got the lead and an opportunity to build on it here.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Here's the handoff. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Bernard. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Wilson will throw. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught near the sticks. It's Park. The Utes get enough for the first down.
First downs is that alone, just on this drive. The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll crank up this drive with the pass, using the quick game. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They were able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got it. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Wilson to pass. Feeling some heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Escapes trouble. They're bringing heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, BYU Utah is must-see TV, and today is no different. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the battle between Utah and BYU plays out.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Movement here from the tight end. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
And he's able to shed one tackle and get some pretty good pickup.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. Fires to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
BYU right back to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
These read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk. It's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Martin. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Green. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That is one when they watch film next week that receiver is going to wish he had back. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7. There was no one near the QB. Receivers got to make the catch.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
That makes the score Utah 16, BYU 3.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Finds the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's a first down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
BYU 3.
the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wilson will throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd down, going up top. Get it out on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the lone back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Bernard. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Wilson to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's off to the races. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.